Wrestledream is this Saturday, and with it comes a whole lot of predictions. There are 11 matches on the card for Saturday's AEW pay-per-view. The only one I don't have a picture for, which will be in this top corner, is MXM versus the Acclaimed. But to be fair, I think it's surely a surefire Acclaimed victory. I'll be very surprised if MXM get a win. But yeah, I'm going to go Acclaim for that one. So that's just that one out of the way, because I've not got this up here. But we'll go through the other 10 as they are showing on Wikipedia. It's the easiest way I can do it, to be honest. So starting off on the 0 hour kickoff show, Atlantis Jr. defending the ROH World Television Championship against Brian Cage. Now, it boils down, for the ROH, it boils down to two things. It's either, do you want to put over the guy that's on there consistently, comparatively to the person that's on both shows, and will probably get more eyes on the actual title. Now, for me, I think that for Atlantis Jr. especially, I think they're going to have him win this match over Brian Cage. I think Brian Cage is a very good wrestler. I think he's very good at putting other people over as well. So I'm going to go Atlantis Jr. for that one. There isn't really much else I can say about it, to be honest, because I don't really have much else to say. Next up, Mark Briscoe defending the ROH World Championship against Chris Jericho, who apparently will have Big Bill and Brian Keith in his corner, but Mark Briscoe doesn't have the conglomeration. Let's see how that runs out. For me, again, it's a similar process for the television championship. Do you want Mark Briscoe, who is more often on ROH? I say more often. He is on ROH, and Chris Jericho isn't. Or do you want the more popular Chris Jericho to be the champion, basically? I think because Chris Jericho has just been champion, I don't think they'll want to do that again. And I think this is just a filler for now for Jericho. It just feels like he's just in there for no real apparent reason. The only thing I'm thinking is that if they want to push Mark Briscoe on post ROH and kind of push him forward, and then Jericho gives it to kind of loses it to someone who's on ROH a bit more often. But I think it's going to be Mark Briscoe that wins. I wouldn't be surprised that it would be the other way around. So I'm going Mark Briscoe. Next, Darby Allin versus Brody King. This seemingly feud that's currently occurring. They must like each other because they like to have absolute stellar matches with each other. Darby Allin seemingly is on a upward trend. Brody King is suddenly an open challenge opponent, I guess. Because Darby Allin came out and issued an open challenge for anyone for a match at Wrestledream, and obviously Brody King accepted it. Do I think Brody King will beat Darby Allin? I don't think so. I think it's a showcase for Darby Allin to say that he is progressing up the card and he will be pushing for a World Championship sooner rather than later. So I think Darby Allin will beat Brody King. How it happens, I don't know, but that's who I'm going with, Darby Allin. Next, Jack Perry versus Katsuyori Shibata for the AEW TNT Championship. I love a good, easy to pronounce name. For me, Jack Perry is the man that's going to be holding that TNT title for a good while. He's got his own custom belt of it now. I like the custom belt. I think it's good. He's got the whole gimmick with the bus and the scapegoat stuff. Why would you have Shibata take the belt off him? There isn't really a reason, to be honest. I think Shibata is another filler match to showcase Jack Perry. There seems to be a lot of these on this card, but I think Jack Perry will retain the TNT Championship. I think it needs to be someone a little bit higher in the pecking order to take the belt from Perry. Next, Will Ospreay defending the AEW International Championship in a three-way against Ricochet and Konosuke Takeshita. I think this is the way that we get the belt off Will Ospreay and onto somebody else without Will Ospreay getting pinned. Obviously, triple threat means that he doesn't have to be involved with the decision. It's who do I think takes the pin, who do I think gets the pin. Now, I'll be honest, I recorded this previously and said Ricochet gets the win. I'm going to change my mind and go for Takeshita, because I think it makes a better storyline going forward, that Ospreay has lost the belt to Takeshita, and obviously the whole stuff with the Don Callis family. So I'm going to go Konosuke Takeshita to win that match. Next, Young Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Daxton versus Private Party for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Again, I feel like it's another filler match. It's another match to showcase the Bucks. Private Party are a good tag team. They are very good. I just don't think they're beating the Bucks for the titles. I just don't see it. So I'm going to give it to the Young Bucks. And we'll move on to... Who do I think will be going for tag titles after this? I don't know. This is the thing. I feel like the tag title scene is a bit stuck. Maybe a little bit stagnant. So we'll see what happens next. But I think the Bucks retain. Mariah May will defend the AEW Women's World Championship against Willow Nightingale. Willow won a match on Dynamite, I believe it was, to get the #1 contendership. She's just lost the match to Statlander in the last pay-per-view. And I don't think Mariah May loses the belt to Willow. I think it's going to be someone like a Toni Storm, maybe a Mercedes Moné when she drops the TBS. Something along that line. I think like it's someone a little bit bigger than, it sounds harsh to say, a little bit bigger than Willow Nightingale in terms of the pecking order. Nothing against Willow. I think she's a good wrestler, but don't think it's going to be the time for her to win a world title just yet. So I'm going to go Mariah May to retain. Next, Hangman Adam Page versus Jay White. Straight up singles match. Obviously, Hangman literally hanging Juice Robinson on Dynamite this week, causing Jay White to come back. Again, I think this is a showcase for Hangman Adam Page. I think this Jay White puts him over. I think he'll make him look a good match. It'll be a good match overall. Hangman Adam Page will win this match, and we're progressing him up towards world title picture as well. I think him and Darby Allin are going to be up there with the world title scene sooner rather than later. Hologram versus the Beast Mortos in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I don't know how this match has come about, to be honest. But Hologram is on a run at the moment. He's a newer wrestler. I don't think has he lost a match at the moment. I've not seen him lose a match. So I think Hologram will win this, but the Beast Mortos will put up a good shift, and it will be a 2-1 victory for Hologram. So that's who I'm going for that match. And finally, we have the main event. Bryan Danielson defending the AEW World Championship against Jon Moxley. Everything for me is set for Jon Moxley to win this match. Bryan Danielson needs surgery on his neck. He has already said this. He said this previously before the last pay-per-view. And I think it is due to happen sooner rather than later. Jon Moxley is in a very good storyline at the moment where he's kind of assembling this seemingly team of baddies, even though most of them are the BCC. You've just kind of added Marina Shafir and Pac to it. So you've moved Wheeler Yuta out. Whether he comes back in, we'll see. He's still 2/3 of the Trios champions, along with Cesaro and Pac. It'll be interesting how that develops. I think there may be something in that. For me, Jon Moxley is the ideal person to take this on. And then we go move the storyline on. It allows Bryan to have surgery. He can come back as part-time, do little bits here and there, a bit of Final Countdown. We love the Final Countdown song, getting blasted. So I think this will be the end of Bryan Danielson as a full-time performer. I think this will be the end point. So we're going to go Jon Moxley for that one. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like this video if you've liked it. Subscribe if you are new. And until next time, guys, take care.